If you're new to my channel, welcome. And if you've been here before, welcome back. Echo chambers are an environment where individuals only encounter opinions that either reflect or reinforce their own ideas. Echo chambers are mainly fueled by confirmation bias. This causes people within the echo chambers to be misinformed, and this distorts a person's perspective, which causes one to have difficulty considering opposing viewpoints in complex discussions. Echo chambers can happen in any environment where information is exchanged, but due to the internet being so large, it has become home to countless echo chambers. This is largely due to the fact that the internet, specifically social media, allows like-minded people to interact and share ideas. But is this really a bad thing? Of course, somebody who loves dogs wants their explore page to be filled with cute puppy videos. Obviously, someone who's passionate about art wants a For You page full of inspiration. But what happens when someone finds themselves within an echo chamber that only reinforces negative, unhealthy, and antisocial beliefs? Reddit is a forum-based website that allows like-minded people to interact, share opinions and thoughts, and ask questions. As someone who uses Reddit quite frequently, I can tell you that it is definitely a double-edged sword. There's been times where I've gone on Reddit just to read other people's sad stories, and in a weird way, this has gifted me with gratitude in my current situation. It's like thinking your world is over, but then seeing that there's countless people in this big wide world who are also struggling, and it made me feel less alone. Even reading stories of people who are in similar situations to me and still being able to dig themselves out of a hole makes me think that if they can do it, then I can too. But I've also read stories on Reddit about people's real life experiences that have genuinely made me sick to my stomach. No joke, there's been many times where I've genuinely had to turn off my phone and call it a night. But in a weird way, a website with pseudonym usernames and anonymity has made me feel more human. The insecurities and struggles that I have are not truly my own. Plenty of others have a shared experience, and this makes me feel welcome, or normal, I guess. Although there's also been times where people have shared experiences that feel identical to mine, and people will reply with dismissive language, which in turn can cause not just me, but anyone to feel like even more of an outcast. It's like, dang, if I'm too weird for the real world and for Reddit, then where do I belong in this world? Did anyone else notice how the Google algorithm appeared to be bringing more and more people to Reddit when searching for solutions on Google? I'm not saying that Reddit users aren't helpful, because usually they are, or they at least try to be. But at the end of the day, a lot of these strangers on the internet aren't actually professionals, even if they claim to be. What if, instead of being an optimist or naive and seeing the brighter side of every situation, you were a more cynical and nihilistic person, or a hateful and antisocial person? What do you think will happen if you find yourself in an echo chamber that constantly reinforces your distaste for the world?
You live in an echo chamber of the same ideas over and over again, and man, is it oppressive. After a while, it feels like you're in a prison. Break out of it. Read a book that has nothing to do with anything you've ever heard of in your life. Go pick up something from the Middle East, from the 12th century, from the Sufis, or go pick up a book from the ancient world, or from some writer you've never even heard of. Go explore, open your mind. Go listen to some podcast of somebody that you would normally never listen to. Be adventurous, not just in your body, but with your mind.
So we know that echo chambers can happen wherever information is exchanged, but how does someone like me or you fall into echo chambers? Algorithms that social medias use aren't meant to keep you sad, mad, or happy. They're meant to keep your attention. That's why rage and clickbait content exists, because creators feel that if they make something that causes people to engage with the content, they'll be rewarded for it. Which is why certain content creators feel inauthentic to you at times, because you can tell that they just did this for a check or to stay relevant. Because in our minds, a lot of us have a bias when it comes to social media, that if someone posts good content, their views should be higher, right? But in reality, for some of these companies, it's not about satisfying the user's desire to be stimulated with good content. It's about satisfying their desire to be stimulated with content in general. The algorithms know you, or at least it thinks that it knows you. It knows what grinds your gears, it knows what disgusts you, and it knows what brings you joy. But most importantly, it knows what you want to see. But if it shows you what you want to see all the time, why would you stay on the app? You may eat your favorite food often, but not all the time, because if you do, it might not be so special anymore. But see, I think that's where the algorithm outsmarts us. They say that the best way to keep somebody in prison is to not even let them know that they're there. I think it's safe to say that I am in fact in an echo chamber, but chances are, so are you. Either you found this video because you're subscribed to me, God bless you by the way, or because the algorithm believes that you would like it. No two algorithms are the same. Some algorithms want to keep you on the site by showing you content it truly believes you'll enjoy, or some algorithms will show you content that it believes will get a reaction out of you. But the question still arises, are algorithms a good thing or a bad thing? And my answer to that is, sorta. This is a topic that I don't believe is black or white. It's more so gray, as are a lot of things in this world.
So I'm currently editing. As you can see, I'm clearly in my office. And for this part of the video, I use this free AI text-to-video app to put the animations. Maybe next time if I want to do something like that, I'll just use like the little stick man or something. But I wanted to try something different, so let me know what you guys think. Peace.
For example, say you're a purple person that only grew up in a town full of purple people. You don't see yourself as a purple person, but rather as a person. You've subconsciously aligned yourself with purple people ideals, but now it's time for you to go off to college, and now you have blue people, green people, and people of all different colors and shades in close proximity. Now you catch yourself feeling confused about the way blue people do things and feel as though they should act more like purple people. And the algorithm somehow, some way, catches this slight shift in your identity and shows you purple people and blue people getting into altercations, debates, and whatnot. Now you catch yourself drawing closer and closer to the purple people are right and blue people are wrong ideology, and you're being exposed to more extreme ideas constantly. Even though in your town full of purple people, you only saw people as people, and you now view different types of demographics as superior or inferior. This is why I say sorta, because the algorithm can only shove you into an echo chamber because there's a small part of you that truly wants to be there. It's not necessarily the algorithm's fault that you have these biases, but the blame actually falls on you for not being able to differentiate whether or not these biases are making the world a better or worse place. Imagine your personality as having two sides. The light side are your more preferable traits that you show to the world, and your dark side that you'd prefer not to show to the world. This dark side is what Carl Jung calls the shadow. The shadow is composed of all the parts of yourself that you repress, deny, or don't want to acknowledge. This includes traits that are deemed by society as negative, like anger, greed, or jealousy, for example. But it can also include positive traits that were never developed. Basically, your shadow is made up of anything that conflicts with your conscious self-image. It's like being a bully who secretly likes to walk golden retrievers on the weekends, or being a football player who secretly enjoys ballet, or being an advocate for a minority demographic but deep down believing that the demographic deserves the mistreatment that they're subjected to. Carl Jung believed that everyone has a shadow and ignoring it is harmful, because if you repress your shadow, it doesn't disappear. It goes underground and can influence your behavior in negative ways. This can cause you to project those unwanted traits onto other people, leading to judgment and conflict. Additionally, the shadow can cause a person to act in ways that are out of character or cause unexplainable emotional reactions. Carl Jung emphasized the importance of shadow work, which means becoming aware of and integrating your shadow. This doesn't mean becoming evil. It means accepting and understanding those hidden parts of yourself. By doing this, you can achieve greater self-awareness and wholeness. Things like journaling, meditation, and dream analysis are tools used in shadow work. In conclusion, I believe that the best ways to train the algorithm to not show you repetitive content is to click not interested and not even interact with the content. Just keep scrolling. Don't comment or read the comments. It's important to do this so that you don't catch yourself falling into a negative feedback loop that leaves you shallow-minded and away from more enticing knowledge and information. Almost everything that we believe is because someone in this big wide world told us to believe it. Before you believe anything, especially if it's theory-based, take a look into who is saying what and why they're saying it. Research what the opposing side is saying. Maybe they're easily debunking simple lies that you once thought were true. Maybe you even align with them more. Not everyone has your best interest at heart, especially on the internet. Thank you so much for watching to the end. Drop a like if you enjoyed and subscribe if you want to see more. Right here is a video that YouTube thinks you will like, and right here is a video that I think you will like. See you in the next one.